Doesn't that just look right together?
Hey guys, Soundwave Reviews and Productions here. For today we're going to be looking at a figure of the year in my opinion, SS Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. But first we're going to be looking at his articulation.
So moving into articulation, we have a ball joint at the head, goes up not that far really, and then down a little bit. It's got a lot of tilts, and then it goes, kind of bumps into these pieces right here. So not all the way back. Not a full 360, but like I'm sure if you feign angle it correctly, you can probably get all the way you need. Shoulder pads move so the arms can go all the way out. They are on rotators, and then they are on a hinge as well. You have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows for transformation. You have wrist rotation. Hands can go in and out, which is mostly just for the blade to peg in right here. But you can also use it as a way to make it so the sword fits, like the movie pose. So that's cool. And then opening hands, which is like kind of nice. Kind of seeing that a little bit more often, which is great. But yeah, he's got all of that up your buddy. One of the things, he does like to come apart a little bit. So just make sure that's fully tabbed in. Waist keeps can move for 360. The backpack kind of hinders a bit, but you can always just yank the backpack off if you really wanted to. Like so. Voila. No hindrance. And it kind of exposes some details back here. Like the smokestacks on the back. So it's nice. I personally like keeping the backpack on though. Just makes transformation a little easier without parts forming bits and whatnot. But it's up to personal preference really. The legs, once you move everything out of the way, they can go all the way out, they can go forward basically all the way, and they can go backwards a little bit. There are thigh swivels, kind of tight on my copy, but it's fine. Full 90 degrees at the knee, even with all the kibble and whatnot. And then finally, you have foot rotation, and then ankle pivot that goes all the way. And then kind of, if you want to use this, it's like a step forward. His little heel thing moves forward. But yeah, kind of posable figure. Kind of breaks apart every now and then, so just gotta remember, keep everything tabbed in. But yeah, I like him. Great.
So overall, pretty posable, but let's take a look at some of the accessories this guy comes with.
So included with this guy, we get his little Galvatron blade, which I mostly only use when I am posing him with Galvatron, and he's kind of like just stabbing him, just kind of like the "you have no heart, and thus I have no fear," something like that. You have no soul. I don't remember the movie. It's been a while. There's also his shield, which does open up to split apart. So 3 separate pieces, but they're all kind of cool. Nice detailing here on the inside of that, if the camera will focus on the shield and not the figure. Yeah, you can kind of see that. There's also a sheath that tabs in right here, but I kind of keep it in my little accessories bin because I don't usually pose him with the sheath. Usually when I keep him posed, it's with all his stuff out. And that finally brings me to his massive sort of judgment. Like, the blade itself is up to his waist, basically. A little bit above his waist. So, yeah, kind of cool. Accessories. I'm sure whenever we get the Nemesis, he might come with the staff or something, but right now, how he is, I think he's pretty cool. Let's just put the sword in here, shall we? Tough.
So yeah, he comes with some cool stuff, but let's take a second to look at the transformation real quick, shall we?
So the transformation on this guy is... Honestly, I think that's what makes him the leader class, really, because the transformation is kind of somewhat involved. So first off, you're going to go to the back here, you can untab this, move this up, fully extend the backpack, push this out, push these down, like so, and then you're going to push all that down and rotate it like this. And we'll just leave it like this for now. Next up, we are going to do... We're going to untab the arms, which they kind of want to come out on their own as is. Then we're going to tab in the chest, like so. We're going to bring down this armature, bring out the wheels. Bada bing, bada boom. Voila. Voila. And that would be the front part of the Western Star cab. We'll quickly we'll flip the waist cape right here. And we can fold out these door bits. Repeat on this other side. Alright, always have to remember the orientation of these. Flip this up for the armor piece. Peg the armor into the arm, and then double bend the arm. So it'll look something like this when all said and done. So we'll have that, and then we'll just repeat it on the other side. So, yep, yep, and finally, hooray, voila. And you'll just tab it in to where this gray piece right here, this gray piece right here is right there. So you will full 360 the waist, and then you're going to have, right this way, the thighs swivel. And then you can, I'm just collapsing the feet early, you don't have to yet. You'll unlock this armature off the back. You'll push this like so, bring that up, push this piece in, line it up, nice and fancy. What will we do next? We'll do the same on the other side, nice and fancy. We'll do that. We're going to bring out the wheels, untab the trailer hitch, do the same on the other side, bring out the gas cans, don't pop off the foot like I did. That's new, that's never happened before. Alright. Do this. Do this. You can tab everything back together on that back side, make sure the trailer hitch is tabbed together, and then this back peg is tabbed in. And finally, bring that down. Make sure it all fits together. All the tabs look clear and concise. They all have a place to go, like so. And finally, rotate the feet like this. Tab it in. Make sure the wheels are correct. Do the same on the other side. Make sure that the armature is done, and voila! Truck.
So after a nice, decently complicated transformation, we are left with the Western Star truck, with nice paint on the hood and a lush silver throughout the front of the truck. But yeah, this is a very good figure, 10 out of 10, probably going to be my figure of the year, because it's one of my most anticipated. But yeah, this has been Soundwave Reviews and Productions, signing off. Until next time.